We made it look easy in the UFC Fight Night Emmett versus Vallejos main event. Kevin Vallejos destroyed Josh Emmett in a round. Just how good is he? We're going to do my recap for this fight card. Let's get into it. Before we get into this recap, I just want to say how good the whole card was. Potentially the card of the year so far, in my opinion. Every fight was just a banger. Everyone came to fight. There was loads of decisions, not many finishes, but like the whole card was just good. The fights were scraps. They were good. They weren't one-sided. Alright, first fight, Rodriguez versus Hughes. This fight was like so one-sided. I picked Sam Hughes to win. I don't know why I'd do that, to be honest. Pro Rodriguez just destroyed her for 3 rounds. Just nasty boxing. I don't think it really went to the ground much. Like the one Lacerda, Hecha. This fight was a banger, man. This is when I knew the card was going to be good. They both brought it the whole fight. I think Hecha won most of the rounds. He's the guy with the tattoo on his leg. It's like from Dana White saying like the make your family name mean something like that. He's doing it. He's doing well so far. Great first fight in the UFC. Good scrap. Good decision. I'll talk about bad decisions in a second, further up the card. But yeah, the one Lacerda, they both came to fight, they both came to win. It was a good fight. But yeah, again, before I continue, I did another fight companion for this card. Great card, fun card to watch, good card to react to. But I won't be doing a companion next week due to literally being there. I'm going to be at UFC London, which is cool. First ever time I'm going to be there at a live event of any kind, not just the UFC. Everyone who's been has said it's great. This UFC London card's a banger for me as an English fan. It's got loads of names on it, like MVP. Sam Patterson's a good name. I like him. Don't really want to see those two lose. The boy, CLD versus Roman Dolidze. He should make that fight look easy, hopefully. Luke Riley and Shamrock both on the card. Paddy Pimblett should be there. I think Volkanovski's going to be there. He said on the Mighty Cast that he's going to come down to London to kind of bring the narrative of his next fight should be the winner of Evil over Murphy, which should be really good. Lon Lacerda, I think, was spamming kicks a lot of the fight too, like spamming head kicks. They weren't getting through much. They were nice, snappy head kicks though. Good to see. This fight was really entertaining, man. You just knew the card was going to be good from this fight onwards. Alright, Mosquito versus Rendon. Mosquito makes it look easy again, like I predicted. She could be a future champion in the UFC based on that performance in her first performance. Just domination from start to finish. No one can mess with her on the jiu-jitsu side of things. Like I said in the prediction video, probably the greatest women's BJJ competitor of all time. Alright, Brad Tavares versus Eric Anders. Eric Anders won the fight and then retired, which is fair enough. Retiring the Apex kind of sucks though. Both of these guys look good. I thought it could have gone either way. I thought Brad Tavares won, but it's probably based on like, was it like control in the last round that got the win? But yeah, both of these guys dropped each other. It was a super entertaining fight again. Just great, man. Sick fights. Eric Anders would go for takedowns a ton during this fight, and Brad Tavares would do a really good job at just getting back up. Another good fight, man. Back and forth scrap. Not many fights were just one-sided. Manuel Souza knocks out Blachowicz in the 3rd round. Vicious knockout, laid him out flat, cold. Blachowicz looked bad in the 1st round based on getting dropped. He got dropped badly and then kind of turned it around towards the end of the round, like middle of the round to the end of the round, just with control time, just keeping him against the fence, recovering, I guess. Manuel Souza looked good in his debut though. Gets the knockout. Crazy knockout. A lot of people had Blachowicz winning this fight, but didn't look that great. I think he might have won round 2. I don't know who was on the way to winning round 3. I think it might have been very close. That was probably round to decide it, and then Manuel Souza gets the KO like that. Grabbed Blachowicz's hand so he couldn't defend it, and just overhand, bam! Puts him out, up like right against the fence, kind of, but like flat. Right, Elijah Smith versus Soo Young Yu. I didn't know you were fighting the card. Made that joke about 20 times yesterday. Yu looked great in the 1st round. Complete domination from him. Then Elijah Smith drops him bad. Managed to get in the back, scramble, good bit of a scramble, then just grabs the rear naked choke, I think, and just chokes him out. Makes him tap. Great performance. Dude's super athletic. That's going to help a lot of these new up-and-coming UFC fighters. This guy's like 23. The athleticism is crazy. Like, you can look back at like the old days, like Chuck Liddell, Rampage. Those guys are not athletic. They're just strong, powerhouse punchers, which did them well in their era, obviously. They were champions. This is the new era of fighters. The fast, athletic fighters that can do everything, that can move quickly, move from different positions in like a flash without even being able to see it. Yeah, great fight from Elijah Smith. Was losing the 1st round, but got a good comeback. That was good. Alright, I was sad about the result of this one, but Petrino Asplund. Asplund got a nasty knockdown in the 1st round. Almost killed the guy. I don't know how they scored the fight for Vito Petrino at all, but I guess they did based on damage. Asplund's face was messed up at the end of the fight, and then after the fight, just looked nasty, man. Petrino's gas tank was better this time, I think. He's never great though. He gets tired in like halfway through the 1st round. They kind of kept catching each other. No one really did anything major during the fight, but I think Asplund won it, man. I think that was a dodgy decision. Yeah, based on the knockdown and stuff, nothing. I think just more strikes were landed from Petrino. Much more like him getting caught and like his head getting moved. His face also looking battered too. Is what it is. That was a good fight. Alright, so this was probably actually the most boring fight in the card. It wasn't that boring. But, you know, it's like, it was repetitive, just holding Chris Curtis down on the ground. All by Really good to just dominate the fight though. And I'm a big fan of All He's literally like a caveman Neanderthal in real life. Chris Curtis made some excuse like, oh, it's hard to fight someone who doesn't want to be in a fight. You couldn't get back up from the takedown, mate. You're a former 185er going up against a former 155er. I'm not surprised that Orba didn't want to stand and bang with him with that on the line. Like, he could have got just chinned. Orba fought smart. He held him down, kept like aggressively being able to hold him down too. So I wouldn't even call it that much of a boring fight. I think it was a good grappling match, a good dominant grappling match from Orba. Definitely not a fight, but it's what it is. You got to do what you got to do to win. Orba's now on a couple fight win streak, up at welterweight. He looks good, man. Alright, so this main card was actually pretty decent. Couple of banger fights in here, which I'll get to in a second. We'll go ahead and start with the first fight on the main card. Charles Johnson versus Bruno Silva. Late notice fight for Johnson. He said he had a foot injury, like, recently. Like, literally a couple hours ago, he said he had a foot injury that stopped him from really pushing forward in the fight. Bruno Silva didn't look bad, but he's also a jiu-jitsu black belt or something like that, and he couldn't get Charles Johnson to the ground, which is good on Charles Johnson for being able to defend takedowns. I was really hoping to see a Charles Johnson's comeback slime out. I'm a big fan of the guy, Energy. Big up. Hope he gets a good opportunity next. He called out some names like Moreno and Royval, I think, were two of the names. Maybe Asuoma Bayev too. It'd be good to see him get one of those fights at least. Yeah, it's very much like a kind of point fighting fight. It got scrappy right towards the end, I guess. I guess that was the highlight of the fight. Good win for Charles Johnson. Keeps his ranking spot, maybe gets moved up 1, then gets like an opportunity in the top 10, I hope, soon. He knocked out, Kavanagh and the current champ, Joshua Van. Bro, he's good. He's clearly good at fighting. Clearly good at being able to come back from losing. Yeah, it was a good fight, man. Good fight. Ion Cutelaba versus Omar Sy was a brutal fraud check. Cutelaba beats him by guillotine in round 1, if I remember correctly. It's been like a day. He got fraud checked, I guess. He's only lost before this was to Ronald Domenifield. Not a bad loss. But yeah, Cutelaba made it look super easy. Like, Omar Sy got kind of pressured in the fight. He couldn't really do anything about it. The total strikes, Omar Sy threw like landed 5 of 11 strikes. Cutelaba's accuracy is actually pretty good. Wise probably got a similar trim to me. Easy submission win for Cutelaba. Hulk's back. I think he was on a bit of a slide in terms of his record. Maybe a couple losses here and there. So he's back on the win column. Probably going to keep himself in the UFC with a dominant performance over a prospect like Sy. Never betting a Frenchman to win a fight, man. This is BSD. Alright, Marwan Rahiki versus Harry Hardwick. Both these guys are tough as shit. Harry Hardwick, man, sadly couldn't fight into the third round because his jaw got messed up. He got fully broken. And there's 2 fights now where first his legs got kicked off, now his jaw broke. It sucks, man. But they got fight of the night. That's sick. Harry Hardwick gets 100k. And Marwan Rahiki gets 100k. That changes both their lives, I think. People saying that these guys aren't UFC level are just stupid. Really good fight. They were catching each other. Marwan Rahiki's speed is insane when he's punching against the fence. Harry Hardwick has a chin on him, like a nasty chin on him. Really good. Shades of prime Max Holloway. Current Marvin Vettori chin. Insane. Steel chin. I had Harry Hardwick winning round 1 and then Rahiki winning round 2. So it was just 2 wins the 3rd round and then sadly he couldn't go back out. It sucks, but up the borough. Enjoy the Palmos. This was very, very much deserving fight of the night. Great scrap. But man, I wish we got to see a 3rd round. It would have been cool to see who would have won it. Good on Marwan Rahiki, so young. Got lots left in his UFC career. Definitely tested by Harry Hardwick. Harry Hardwick's definitely UFC level. Both these guys are, man. Alright, the featured fight. Andre Feely got robbed against Jose Delgado. I don't know how they gave the fight to Delgado. People are saying we shouldn't be crediting the takedowns at the end. That were doing nothing, even though Andre Feely ended up on top, landing ground and pound shots to end the fight. The total strikes were on Delgado's side. The volume was probably on Delgado's side for sure, yeah. But Andre Feely landed the shots that mattered. Pretty sure he dropped him in round 1, no? Reversals, 1-4. Andre Feely, that's what got him on top in one of the rounds, I'm pretty sure. I would have given the fight to Feely, but a lot of people are like barking at me on Twitter saying that Delgado clearly won the 3rd round. I don't think that, but you know, there's a good back and forth scrap with punches. Something about Delgado's face pisses me off. I think Feely should have won it. Still proves he's good, 35 years old. Of course, not fought a prime Max Holloway, but fought an up-and-coming Max Holloway. Lost by, like, guillotine choke or something like that. Max Holloway didn't really get many submissions. Yeah, this guy's been around for ages in the UFC, 10+ years, I think. Probably got a good few years left in him after this performance. Just how good is Nathaniel Wood? I'm going to be honest, I didn't give a single shit about this fight. The co-main event, Amanda Lemos versus Julian Robertson. I thought it was going to be an easy submission win for Robertson since Lemos has no grappling, but it wasn't. It was a difficult first round. Both round 2 and 3 were on Robertson's side. Boring fight, bro. Boring. Like, some WMMA fights can be good, but this one was just boring. Good to decide who's fighting for the title next, though, if Zhang Weili doesn't come get it back. Alright, this is the fight I was clearly the most looking forward to on the card. The main event. Josh Emmett, Kevin Vallejos. Josh Emmett landed 3 strikes on Kevin Vallejos. Bro, it's a problem. Kevin Vallejos is a problem. Bro's like, what, 24? That's crazy. He's doing that to a veteran who's fought for interim titles. He should have retired in the octagon, had his gloves off. Probably should have retired, but didn't. I should like TJ Dillish or something said, don't retire, man. Great performance from Vallejos. It was good that he was like waiting on like his own like line while Emmett was backed against the fence. He was kind of waiting for him to throw something so he could throw back and counter strike, which he did that super well. The finish came by him just like being up against the fence and just unloading shots. Caught him in the head, sends him down. Herb Dean was like, I don't like that. End the fight. Ken Vallejos walks off. He's 18-1 in pro, mate. Only lost me to Gene Silver. It's a great loss to have. The rematch will be generational. It'll feed families. Yeah, most of the damage was to the head. Clearly. Distance, clinch, ground. Yeah, lots of ground strikes, actually. Yeah, he had him on his back, landing strikes on him. I think probably managed to get back up, obviously. He didn't finish him there. In the clinch, and then from distance, yeah. He's waiting for Josh Emmett to leap in, then just attack him back. Really smart game plan from Ken Vallejos. Good performance. Right, that's going to do it for my UFC Fight Night Emmett versus Vallejos recap. I'm going to do my predictions for Lerone Murphy, Movsar Evloev in a couple of days' time. We'll be at the event, so there will be no fight companion, but there will be a recap the day after. Going to do a video on Jan Blachowicz at some point too. I've got a good idea for that. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.